What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I would like to talk about this album or mixtape right here. It's Twiztid's first mixtape called A New Nightmare. The reason I hesitated calling this an album/mixtape or whatever was because I had done a little bit of research and found a video where Twiztid was talking about coming out with their first official mixtape. That's something that they always wanted to do. And, you know, I read in places that this was supposed to be an EP. You know, I even heard that it was supposed to be a new full-length album. But this is being labeled a mixtape, so I guess this is like officially my first mixtape review. I don't really consider it a mixtape personally because, you know, as far as where the mixtape game is now, it's basically a bunch of rappers taking a bunch of industry beats. Sometimes they got original beats on there and they'll just rap on whatever these beats are and make their own renditions of songs. And I was so hoping that Twiztid was gonna do that, take some of their favorite rappers' shit and just rap over it. But they didn't do that. To me, this is just a fucking EP. You know, there's 9 tracks on here. One of them's the intro. It's not really a song track, it's just an intro called Wake Me Up. And there's mad features on here. Let me get into this shit real quick. Hold on a minute. Here's the insert that comes in there promoting all of Twiztid's sites like Twiztid.com, TwiztidShop.com, blah, 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 blah. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And they're already promoting their next album called The Moment You've All Been Waiting For. And it's coming soon. So, let's see. Let's talk about the production on here. You have Eric Davey, Dead Beats, Seven of Strange Music fame. Does a lot of the beats over there at Strange Music. And you have cuts by DJ Swamp. The sounds on here are very reminiscent of Twiztid Abominations, especially. You know, Twiztid loves that dark sound. They've been fucking with it their whole career, but their evolution basically started, to me, with their last album, Abominations, and they're continuing it here on this shit with the with a lot of the harmonizing hooks on the vocal, on the harmonizing vocals on the hooks, excuse me. And speaking of which, you know what, let me get into the features on here. You have Recognize from Mayday, shout out to Strange Music. You have Mickey Avalon, you have Danny Boone from the rap rock group Rehab, check them out. You have Dominic, Casey, Blaze Your Dead Homie, one of my favorites on Psychopathic. You have Irv the Phenom. Alright. You have Ajax, Buckshot, Jarrett from Head PE, dope rap rock group. Jelly Roll, Lil White, Johnny Richter from Cottonmouth Kings, and Liquid Assassin. You have Swollen Members, shout out to my dude Madchild. And you have the R.O.C. So each track, minus the intro, like I said, that's not a song track. Every track has a feature on there, which kind of is like, you know how I feel about that shit. But all these guys contribute their shit pretty well. Twiztid, of course, comes through with the fucking verses. Their lyrical style, I've talked about it before. They love talking about being the outcast and overcoming that and living life as outcasts and being shunned by society, which I can agree with 100%. I can agree with it because I feel that way a lot of the times in my life. So that's why I love these guys. This is why I gravitated towards them years ago, over a decade ago. I first stumbled upon these guys, and I've been following these guys ever since. And they are so creative with their lyrics, very dark. Like I said before, with Abominations, I feel that they were able to still maintain their darkness while evolving, and they did it very well on here. For example, the track Screaming Out featuring Dominic, I did a video on Twiztid preparing the A New Nightmare mixtape, and the promo song, the promo version of Screaming Out was different from the album version. The album version was a little bit darker. The promo one was a bit lighter, and I still appreciated that version as much as I appreciate the dark version. And Dominic came through with those vocals, man. I could have never imagined these motherfuckers, harmonizing on shit or having someone harmonize a hook. He came through again on the deep end. Dominic was featured on there. The song Down With Us featuring Recognize, he's also harmonizing somewhat on the hook. I wish Recognize could have had a verse on there, because Recognize is ill as fuck. Check out Mayday's new album Believers and Recognize's solo album The War Within. Check those two out. Recognize is a beast. I wish he would have had a verse on that bitch. What else could I talk about? Track 9, Monstrosity, featuring the R.O.C. The R.O.C. was in a group with Madrox, Jamie Madrox, and Monoxide. Before Madrox and Monoxide became Twiztid. God, I got some crap here in my mouth. And they were in a group called the House of Crazies. Go check those dudes out. Real ill underground rap shit. Their shit is very hard to come by, very fucking expensive. I only have one album. I think it's called Head Trauma. I think that's the one I have. I'm still trying to get Home Sweet Home, and I think Season of the Pumpkin. I forget. They have like 3 or 4 albums. 3, 4, or 5. I forget how many, but they're all fucking hard as hell to get. But anyway, it's good to hear the R.O.C. back with Twiztid. And they even had a little sample in the beginning. House of Crazies, House of Crazies. I forget how it went, but it was a sample just saying House of Crazies. And that kind of got me amped, because the R.O.C., I haven't heard too much from him after the split. I've heard little things here and there, but I haven't heard too much from him, like him consistently putting out music. So it's good to hear him back with his boys on here. Cons, like I said, those were the pros. The cons, like I said, there's a lot of features on here. I wish, there could have been like a couple of Twiztid tracks that they're alone. The posse cut Wasted, dope track. It's a track about getting fucked up, like the title implies. Jared from Head PE, he came on, and I was so hoping to hear this motherfucker bust a rhyme. He kind of was rhyming, but he was screaming. It kind of turned me off from the whole vibe of the track. He was still flowing, but I didn't even know what to make of it. What else could I say about it? Really, the intro should have been a track. I really felt that they could have followed that Wake Me Up concept. As ill as Twiztid is, I really felt they could have made a track out of that Wake Me Up shit, and made it at least one solo Twiztid joint. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, This shit is hot. Go fucking pick it up. You have to order it on twistedshop.com. Unfortunately, I don't think that the stores around here like FYE, because I went to FYE, I didn't see it. So you have to order it on twistedshop.com. Some FYEs might have it, I don't know, but the one over here in Jersey Gardens did not have it. So my rating of this shit, I would give it, wow, I don't know, man. I would give it maybe like a 7.5 to 8. Definitely a solid album. It's quick, straight to the point. It's Twiztid. If you're a fan of fucking Twiztid, go pick this shit up. Even if you're not and you love dope hip hop, give this shit a shot. You might like them. If not, go try Abominations. You would definitely love that shit, or anything previously released before Abominations. And that's all I gotta say. Shout out my niggas Jamie Madrox and Monoxide. Keep releasing shit. Can't wait for This Is the Moment You've All Been Waiting For. Can't wait for that fucking album. And that's all I gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. And that's it. Peace, bitches.